Good evening.
Hey, hi, howdy, how it goes? It's Levi Member Solutions on over here with John, aka Chris, Villain Support. How you guys all doing? Now, I was live earlier today, which was a good live. I realized that I probably should say that I've eaten dinner, but the reality is I woke up from my nap and I'm still very much not hungry, and the thought of food actually makes my stomach sick. Like I can't. Kiddo made some food, and I smelled it, and I'm like, I have zero desire for food right now.
I'm eating fajitas.
He's eating fajitas. There you go. There's your food. To be fair, I did have a couple slices of pizza before the nap, so I've had brunch. You know, when I ate with you all, and then I had a couple slices of pizza, and like food at this point just does not sound good. And I don't have anything that I could eat that's light. I don't have. Well, I might be able to. I'll ask my kiddo if they have any. If there's cabbage upstairs. If there's cabbage, I can have a cabbage snack later tonight.
Call me Klaus. That's a mid-Pacific time zone, isn't it?
Irving, thank you for popping in during your lunch break. Live, you're awake for. I'm so sorry, Jeremy. I have been doing a little bit later of live streams. I'm trying to get back into just a habit overall. And it's summer break on top of that. So it's not even the best time for me to get back into it because the kids are sleeping in. And when the kids sleep in, it usually also means that I take the opportunity to sleep in. Oh, yeah. And everyone that was here during the morning stream, yeah, she was trying to get us to go downstairs. She wanted her spot.
I'm gonna wash my hands. Be right back.
All right. Oh shit! Was that supposed to be this weekend, or was that supposed to be? Today's Friday.
Levi has not seen today's video.
Okay.
I want to go ahead and pull up.
I've got a question for you. Are you free at noon my time tomorrow?
I believe so. Why?
Me and Jocelyn made a plan to go live to work on the Doctor Strange sketch. Because I only needed to change up a little bit, but I kind of wanted to just go over it with him since he's able to do some voice stuff. But let's watch. I want to watch your thing.
I should be. Come on.
The Godzilla video was awesome. I saw the notification of Chris's voice work, and I listened to the voice work because I was laying down, letting things settle and stretching up the back, and I listened to it and I was like, he's doing a Halo video.
Yep.
And then I proceeded not to take any spoilers from it, so I have not seen this. Ready when you are. Oh, I gotta mute myself.
Me too. Villain Support, this is John.
This is the Prophet of Regret. I require immediate help.
Okay. There's a lot of noise in the background. I'm going to need you to speak up.
I have arrived on the human homeworld to initiate the Great Journey, and there is a biological weapon they've never deployed before. It's unbelievably destructive.
Okay, describe this weapon.
It's a gigantic biological monstrosity emerging from the world's ocean. Our weapons cannot pierce its hide. Massive limbs, a huge tail strong enough to take down our cruisers, and it shoots beams of nuclear fire from its mouth.
Is this thing like about 300 feet tall?
Yes.
Okay, that's Godzilla.
If you knew of this Earth weapon, why did you not warn us?
Well, he's not supposed to be in your reality. So.
Well, it's here now, and it's sitting on my ship. My shields are failing.
Yeah, unfortunately, he fights aliens relatively often, and he's gotten really good at defeating them, even if they initially beat him first. I mean, you got the Kilax, the Space Hunter M, the Black Hole Simians, the Zillions.
Am I supposed to know who those races are?
No, just more so reminding myself so I can add the Covenant to the list.
Surely this creature cannot defeat the entire Covenant.
I mean, the cameo request just said to have Godzilla kick your ass. But I think that throwing the insinuation that it can beat the whole Covenant will trigger some fans and make for some better conversation in the comments.
You're pitting me against plot armor and using my plight for rage bait.
No comment.
Does your shamelessness have no bounds?
Sorry. A paid request is a paid request.
You sell out.
Oh, that was a good one to do that request, to do that particular type of fourth wall break. That was good. That was good. I like that. That was really funny.
The request said, have Godzilla kick the Prophet of Regret's ass and list off the other alien species he's defeated while you're doing it. And I got through that, and I'm like, I have no idea where to take this. So you know what? John's just gonna tell him, sorry, you're losing because I was told to make you lose.
Oh God, I love that. That was really good. And I wanted to say this. I've got a question because this not immediately popped in my head, and I think you would understand why. Might understand why. I was about to say party like it's 1989, and then I had a moment of like, why is it party like it's 1989? What the hell was so important about 1989 that that's the saying?
The saying is party like it's 1999.
Is it 1999? I always heard 1989.
But I haven't heard that saying since the 80s and 90s. Just because it was the last year of the 1900s.
Why is it? Why am I thinking 1989 instead of? Oh, because it's a parody. It was a commercial thing. Okay, never mind. My brain latches onto weird things.
That's what they did in Back to the Future Part 3.
Anyways, but yeah, 1999. I understand the Y2K thing.
I did multiple different Godzilla wars. I started with the most original ones I could find, and slowly moved up to more recent ones as it got closer and louder.
You did good, by the way.
Thank you.
All right. So we've not had a video every day this week. Videos are kind of okay, just like not great. They were already, all our views were kind of been low. Just a little bit before I came back, the fucking irony, a little bit before I came back, views started dipping down, and then we dipped up a little bit and dipped down. I don't know how they're doing right now. I have not been on stuff and not look.
This video is doing well.
This video is doing well. Omni-Man isn't doing bad, and when I looked on Facebook, it wasn't doing bad. Predators versus Rock Lee is pretty level. Harry Dressen in the Potiverse is doing relatively okay. Homelander is kind of mid. Loki versus John Wick, we kind of knew that one wasn't going to be that good.
We were just talking about that.
Huh? I did not have faith. Oh, we were.
Mhm.
Bumbling Time Traveler is going to come back. We have a whole thing that we want to do with a bunch of the original series that aren't Villain Sport related. The irony, and when you sent me the list of like the series that you want to do, I looked at it for a second. I didn't say anything, but I was like, those are all my series. Those are all things I created. I was like, that's nice, but at the same time, there's got to be some non-villain support series that you created. Don't you have any that are non-villain support related? I think do I just have the itch more often than you do to do non-villain
No.
support stuff?
I haven't done one in a long time. I had the GM gives the cleric a wish.
Okay. The D&D series, yeah. We turned that. What sucked is that it did well for the channel, but like the other medias didn't get it. I would like to remake that one because all three parts of that we came up with were pretty rock solid. They just need to be, bumped up a little bit. However, the the other social medias didn't really get to have it because at the time we were still posting on mine for some of the social medias. So TikTok didn't get it, but on my TikTok it performed really well. YouTube managed to get it, pardon me, but I don't think Facebook got it.
Excuse you.
Excuse me. I said pardon me.
Lavender, I'm eating fajitas.
That's another thing. I had multiple questions about the Stitch series as well as the Dresden and Harry Potter series. I took a screenshot of somebody. You got it. Do you like it? Did you record it?
I have not recorded with it yet, because I was stuck up in the guest bedroom.
Yeah.
But now that I'm back down here, I've set it up, and the camera work. I mean, the quality is great. You got to throw your little SD card in here. And I haven't tried connecting it to the computer yet.
I do not know. I have that 1 terabyte.
That's what I got in here. Yeah,
somewhere. That sounds horrible, but it got moved around inside of a reader, and I don't know if that reader's upstairs with Mama or downstairs here somewhere. I think it's with my spouse.
Are you a pile maker and you know what's in the piles, or are you a cleaner and you hope you remember where you put stuff?
Both. It's such a bad kid. So those who know what he just asked, great. But those who don't know, when it comes to ADHD and the TISM, they're notoriously like one or the other. For most people, you either have piles and you know exactly where everything is in the pile, or you're meticulously perfectly clean. Very rarely,
piles.
yeah, very rarely you'll have a mixture of somebody who has piles and meticulously. The problem with that middle ground is I have no idea where shit's at, because it could be in my perfectly organized spots that I love to have, or it can be in my chaotic spots that I don't like to clean very often, because the moment I clean them, everything has to be put in the spot it needs to belong in. It's not a great thing to do. It's actually one of the, I laugh about it. It's a legitimate struggle. I actually had that conversation with Chris a couple days ago. I think I was explaining to you that like it's not great. I hate when ADHD is called a superpower, because it's not for me. It most often is not one of those things that is beneficial to me. It's actually harms me in a lot of different ways. And it sucks. I'm working on it. I'm trying to find a way to get re-diagnosed so I can go through the process of I've talked to doctors about medication and stuff, and we're trying to figure out like where do we go. But I got to get re-diagnosed, even though I have a diagnosis in file. Make that make sense. and then I can kind of go from there. Yeah, pretty much. My desk is a doom pile mess until it's not, and then it stays clean until one of the kids puts something on it. And the moment something that is not related to my desk and my work gets put on my desk, my brain like switches and a bunch of stuff, and now I've got messes and it lasts for like months.
I spent an hour earlier today trying to make a Skeletor sketch. I was starting it with Skeletor, this is why you don't win fights. Okay? You just sent me this list of like 50 memes that you want to make where you run off camera at the end and say, till we meet again. But what kind of plans are you making to beat He-Man? And I spent an hour trying to figure that out and finally gave up on it.
I think we should go the Karen route that somebody was suggesting. The other day they suggested about him calling and making complaints about his henchmen stuff. Thing is that he pays for his own henchmen and everything. So give me a second here. Somebody told me to look at the new trailer because of the voice.
I haven't seen it yet.
Do you want to watch it with me and we can just have a proper opinion?
Sure.
Okay. I'm hoping that this is the correct trailer. Hold
on. Let me get YouTube up.
This is all I have. I just Googled it.
He-Man trailer.
March 31st.
It came out on March 31st?
That's the one I have, but I don't know if that's
no, I think there's a new trailer. There's one. Hold on.
There's one that's a week ago. That's
just one second. Trailer. Yeah, this is it. Okay. It's called Masters of the Universe official final trailer from Amazon MGM Studios. It was posted 9 days ago.
All right, if you've got it, you pull it up, you share.
I'm gonna share it? Okay.
Yeah, you share it. We can't do that, unfortunately, Levi. At all.
All right. It's animated? No, I'm just kidding.
I wish.
Adam, when you hold the magic sword, what do you say?
By the power of Grayskull.
Go on.
I have the power!
Now you're ready.
It seems the prodigal prince has returned. I am the devil, but I mean to be a god.
What am I supposed to do?
You are he who will restore peace to Virginia.
Skeletor took my family, and he destroyed our world. I'm gonna fight for it.
He's coming!
Mechanic. And Ram Man.
Hell yeah!
And you, Fisto! Mr. Allen! It's Adam, dude!
Hey, put your neck away. Let me show you what reading power looks like.
The time for talk is over.
Can you come help me with this? Whoa.
It is quite heavy, so if you could just...
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm just gonna say this.
I hate the voice.
They went the comedic route. They should have leaned into the comedic route with the voice that's always been there. I fucking hate that voice. It sounds like like they want to go to the comedic voice, but they decided
until we meet again, like that kind of voice. It's only been around for 40 years. Why do you put someone in that role who's going to insist that he gets to do his interpretation of it? God damn it, that pisses me off.
And I don't care that He-Man's a bit skinny. He was always one of those characters that was like definition.
George, are you asking for He-Man shirts or our shirts and hats? So you can get our shirts now at villainsupport.com. I haven't looked at the hats in a while.
I need a new hat. They did not send me my hat. The reason why I haven't had it is because they did not send it back, even though they said they would. The one restaurant, the one that does the meat.
The Churrascaria.
Yeah, they said that they would send the hat, and then they never did. And then I was like, well, it's kind of gone now. Fucking love that hat.
Yeah, George, I'm not going to watch it either.
We might have to, though. To be honest. There are you
Try to make me.
if it does well, we'll know within the first couple days. If the movie does well, we're gonna need to do something.
It's not going to.
It's not going to.
I can tell you right now, it's not going to. I watched that trailer and I get the same vibes that I got from the trailer for Superman v Batman. Or Batman v Superman, which I still haven't seen.
I haven't either.
Because it looked so bad. And about 3 months later, it came out, and everything was like, this movie is a great attempt at a mediocre movie, and they couldn't even do that.
See, the Superman versus Batman works in animation. Works really well in animation. It doesn't work quite as well in live action unless you build things up towards that. And a lot of people make the mistake of, well, they're going to be adversarial. The reason why it works so well in animation is they're not. They're best friends fighting. That's why it works so well in animation. You have two people who have known each other a huge chunk of their lives,
right?
That have massive respect for one another. Neither one of them wants to kill the other. That's the big thing about this. Neither one wants to kill the other.
They changed the backstory for the movie.
Yeah.
And they had never met until Lex Luthor introduced them with the most awkward introduction ever by Jesse, what's his last name? Eisenberg?
He was both a good and a bad Lex Luthor.
He was horribly cast.
He was horrible. Yeah, I agree with that. Like,
I've seen all these videos recently.
TV show Luthor. Sorry, he would have been a great TV show Luthor, where we would have been able to build and follow his story of like him starting out all the way to full on maniacal, because the actor has the chops to pull off that type of role.
He does. And I've been seeing all these videos recently of like actors who ruined a movie, and I'm like, the actors didn't make the choices. They followed the script and the director's direction, and they were the ones cast. It is the casting director's fault and the director's fault if the movie, if the performance isn't good.
Mm-hmm.
Because that director can make them do as many takes as they want until they get what they want, and if they don't, they can fire them and put someone else in place. They chose to say, these are the best takes that we're going to get, and I'm going to go with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
All right. Now,
the reason I get so angry about Jared Leto being in movies like this is because we know from past stuff that he demands and insists upon having creative input. And so the choices of Joker in Suicide Squad, for example, were his portrayal. And now the director of He-Man is letting him Do a non-Skeletor voice for Skeletor.
And I hate to say this, but like I get where Chris comes from because I told you guys the reason why. And I had the same thought. I sent a message to Chris about like, hey, I can't do this video because it's gonna come off no matter how comedic I try to make it. It's gonna come off as don't go watch this movie, and that's not what we want to do. From the perspective of wanting to be able to get these studios to work with us, if we put out something like that, now we could do that after the video's not in theaters anymore. When the movie's not in theaters, I could totally do that video, but I can't put out that video while when it hasn't even been released yet.
It makes me so mad.
I love the fact we have the same opinion about the actor. It's
Ryan, we just did a video earlier this month of the Predators versus Dungeon Crawler Carl. I just saw Patrick's post, a comment. If he wants creative input, send him back to 30 Seconds to Mars. Yeah, he can have creative input on his band.
All right. So I'm going to show you guys something. It's the ending of a sketch, not the beginning of the sketch. Still have to work on that. But we have a couple different things that we want to work with. So this is just the ending. Stitch steals the He-Man sword and somehow uses it.
Zoom in.
Which I've had to explain both to Chris and other people that there's, the other storyline. So the first half of this is mostly notes. Like this right here is all notes. So I'm highlighting this. We're going to start from here. This is the last ending I have a solid a game with. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you have a good start. You don't have the rest of the sketch. Sometimes you know what you want in the middle. You don't know the rest. Sometimes you know what you want in the end. A lot of times for me, it's really weird the way my brain works. I know how I want a sketch to end. Like verbatim, I know what lines I want. And then I have to work, and then I work backwards. And then sometimes after working backwards, I turn around and I make a whole different sketch. And then I edit a bunch of things. Anyways. So the first half. Go ahead.
Sorry, while I'm thinking about it, the kind of hat that you wear, what is that called?
This? A scally hat?
A scally hat?
Boston scally. That's not the proper. I think it's just called a scally cap. Yeah, scally cap. SCALLY. I would love a Boston scally, like the hats from them. They're notoriously high quality. Those hats can get to be like hundreds of bucks. A lot of them are about 40 to 50. I've spent 20 on average on my hats.
Yeah, we don't have that's not one of our options.
Yeah, especially because even if it was, all the printing would be on the inside, and then you would have a basic design on the outside. You don't
okay.
There's some really good hats though. But Boston Scally makes a bunch of custom versions of these. I would love one of theirs. Anyways, so we're gonna read this in a moment here. What I have for the end of it. But I'm gonna get some spacing because Chris and I both find it much easier when we have proper spacing. This is one of those sketches that is done because it's fun, not because it makes sense.
Bitch, holy shit. Ah.
So the first half of this call would more than likely be with John, and then we lean in. And the first half, when I say the first half doesn't need to be more than a couple lines and then hearing Stitch, but I don't know how we're doing that quite yet.
Have you zoomed it in to 200%?
Huh?
Do you have it on 200% zoom?
No, I do
there
not.
We go. Somebody who commented that. Whiteworth. Zoolander wants to know if the script is for ants. Before you moved it into 200%. Whiteworth, can you DM me, please? I'm gonna give you a free shirt for that comment. That made my day.
The first half is going to be with John. We're going to find out what's going on pretty much, and then Levi is going to find out based on the fact that it gets pinged. So we hear Levi has a ding, whatever. Aha! He finally pinged again. John. I don't know why I did that. I fucked up on that.
I shall return momentarily. The dogs are being fed. My mom's dog is here, and they all get kind of territorial about food.
We can
make sure that we don't have a fight.
You do hope for it does. So they show they do a really big. They make a whole thing that's a big meta thing, where He-Man was always real, and like he's pulling the sword off of a statue, which I think is stupid. But like, I want to come up with a slightly new insult for him, something that would fit like Skeletor saying it. My idea here is that we have the call start with Skeletor thinking that he's finally about to win, and we hear Stitch do the chant. And then Levi pipes in, aha, he finally pinned again. John, the Stitch tracker is working. And John goes, you don't say. Let me guess, he's in the He-Man universe. I can do he's. Which I feel like there was a better name for that, but what is the sword called? Forgot what the the power whistle. Eternia? Yeah, thank you. Right there. That helps out. That's better. Gray Skull. Is it the skull? Masters of the Universe? Is it Masters of the Sword of Power? The Sword of Power. It's just called the Sword of Power, isn't it? Power Sword. Yeah. Oh, that's small. She-Ra was the honor sword. I asked for a ring of power. What the blazes can I do with the sword of power? A lot. Colleen, I'm gonna show that to Chris when he gets back. I feel like that's a video. That's a video too.
I asked for the ring of power. What in blazes can I do with the sword of power?
Ow. my stomach. I was warned that the healing process would cause like fevers and stuff like that. It fucking sucks. For a couple days, I'm just gonna not feel great.
That sucks.
Oh, you heard that? I've got somebody yelling at me on Discord. Give me 1 second.
Yelling at you on Discord.
I got a bunch of different notifications. Goofy is a solid maybe, depending on lines. Is it a specific villain? Ish. All right, back to what we're doing. Jocelyn was letting me know that he's got a good solid maybe on Goofy.
Okay.
All right. So the first half of this call is going to be with John. We'll figure it out.
Popo says Goofy is one of his best.
All right, so we have a solid Goofy. We just need somebody that can do a Venom decently enough, and we can make this a reality.
Can you do the weird double voice effect for Venom?
He doesn't necessarily need to do the double voice effect. It just needs to sound like Venom, and I can layer the voice if need be.
You realize that if Goofy gets taken over by the Venom symbiote, his name is now Goofum?
You gotta send that to me on Discord. You gotta send that to me on Discord. Is that next weekend?
Is what next weekend?
I'm half tempted to have two different Goofy voices because if Jawsome's Goofy and Popo's Goofy sound different enough, but we could make it sound like just double layer Goofy, and that's how Venom sounds too. So yeah, if you can have Popo send me a Goofy line, what do we want Popo to say? Oh yeah, Goofum.
We just need a line as Goofy.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mean to eat that guy. Gorsh.
I didn't mean to eat that guy. Gorsh. That's a good line.
Could you shoot me over just a quick line as Goofy?
I love how I keep switching back and forth between things.
When you
All right. Back to what we're doing. We got distracted. So the first half is going to be starting off with I'm thinking Skeletor. This would be the great way to do this video too. We start off with Skeletor thinking that he's finally about to win. We hear Stitch do the I have the power line, maybe a couple other things if we want to, get our bang for our money's worth. And then it goes into Levi. Aha! He finally pinged! John, the Stitch tracker is working. We are Hulk. Oh, goodness. I was waiting on you. Am I muted? Am I muted?
1 second.
Josh is going to do his best to get me. Well, I didn't mean to eat that guy. Gorsh. And we'll get a line from Popo, of course. And for the record, everyone, I have not written this out. I just know that this is going to be a really funny video, and there's no point to write it out if we don't have the voicing for it. Because I have to completely change the way I would do the sketch if I don't have voicing. Let's wall of text. Oh, I did a Predator versus Ash Ketchum. Ash caught the Predator. There's actually a Pokemon card of the Predator. Yep. I did that video.
Yeah. Adam McCauley, we've got a section on our Discord for people who want to submit voice work.
Yep. All right. I'll wait until do you want to wait until you're done eating to practice do these lines? See how they feel?
It's really good ice cream.
It's really good ice cream. All right. You ready?
Come on.
I'm reminded of earlier, everyone. Remember when I said I texted him Jeopardy music yesterday? Do, 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 do. No, we'll get copyright.
I can't chew ice cream. My teeth are too sensitive to cold. So I got to melt it. All right. What am I? Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Aha! He finally painted again. John, the stitch tracker's working.
You don't say. Let me guess. He's in Eternia.
What is it this time?
He has the sword of power. Why would he even want that?
Because it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, come on, John. It's like one of the most iconic swords of all time. You're telling me he went there just because of the rule of cool?
I'm not even mad about it. Kind of jealous, maybe.
Oh, yeah, totally. Why? We have like 20 of them in storage.
Oh, yeah.
Say that sooner.
I'm pulling off the lights. I'm pulling off the lightsaber off my wall.
What are you doing now?
Duh! Sword fight
with a lightsaber.
Please, you totally know. You totally want to know which one is stronger. John takes a moment.
Let me try the Dark Master Sword.
To the testing grounds!
You mean the parking lot? Because there's no way R&D's going to let us all in there together again.
To the parking grounds! What I love about this sketch is that we totally just let Skeletor and Stitch just kind of off to the ground because we got distracted by the fact that we can test out cool shit.
Oh, so speaking of, we got offered a chance.
We got offered a chance to talk about light. I'm so sorry. We're trying to talk about this. All right. If you want to try out voice acting, there's Discord. You can send a line. You can do whatever. I do listen to them, and I have used. Both of us have used fan work in videos. Sorry. Go ahead.
So we have an opportunity to do a collab, a brand deal with the mobile game Block Blast. They sent me some examples of the videos they wanted done, which are basically like, I'm guessing like, I'm not trying to be like creepy here, but like girls who are maybe 19 or 20 wearing very little, dancing with text on the screen. And I was like, I responded and I'm like, this is not the kind of videos we do. Nor do you want to see either one of us dressed like that or dancing in that way.
I mean, maybe enough.
But they were like, do it in your style, but we're looking for videos like this. I was bluntly honest. I was like, if what you're looking for is the examples you gave me, this is not the right collaboration for us.
Nope.
If you're open to letting us do sketch comedy, I have a great idea. John gets a call and needs Nappa's help. And Nappa's like, hold on. And he's on his phone. I'm like, Nappa, hold on. I'm playing Block Blast, John. Levi, and he goes, hold on. I'm playing Like, you guys, come on. And then I'm like, I am so sorry. Everyone's signed up right now. And the caller was like, it's okay. I'm playing Block Blast. And then have it. I'm like, we can do that in 35, 40 seconds. That'd be great. Levi Markin Popo has already responded to me. So he's gonna get me a recording. I don't know when, but he'll get it done. He may do it live. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, it'd be a really easy video to do. But they wanted 5 videos between. You okay?
I'm okay.
They wanted 5 videos between June 1st and June 6th. So if they come back and they say that they're good for it, we'll do a series of short Block Blast sketches.
How much are they? Are you allowed to say how much they would pay us for 5 videos?
No, because we haven't. I sent them a price, but they haven't confirmed anything yet.
Okay. 165 what?
Oh, on 165 on YouTube.
Oh, did we?
Yep.
Forever.
We're at like 164,992 earlier today. Justin Donovan, thank you. And Neil Thomas.
All right. So we need the first half of this.
Yep.
I'll share the screen again so you guys can see it. Chris, that's in the here. Let me.
Oh, we can also do the Spider-Man video now that I have my space back.
Yeah. I was about to say I want to record. I want to block this out though, because He-Man's going to come out soon, and so we should do.
Well, I agree 100%.
These are notes. This first half is just notes. The first half of it just needs.
Can I propose a modification of this line? Scroll down.
Propose as many changes as you want, my man.
All right.
That sounded weird. Let's shoot your planes, man. That's not something I say as often as I used to when I was younger. My man, how you doing? I used to do that all the time. Only wish you could. Yeah, you're not allowed to until your situation is under control, Irving. And you guys can have that discussion in the chat, but we're not bringing it up beyond this.
Yep.
All right. What'd you change, anyways?
Down to the bottom. Keep going.
The R&D one?
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't seen. All right. Once you update it, I'll look at it.
You mean the parking lot? There is absolutely no way that R&D or HR is going to allow all 3 of us on testing grounds at the same time ever again. It's a longer line. It's a longer line, but I think the inclusion of stating all of us in there at the same time, that's the thing they won't let happen.
I don't think you need to add HR. I think just having R&D, because it's already kind of it's already kind of a stumblish line. So I would say get rid of the HR bit, but go ahead and do the rest of it. That makes sense. Emphasizing that we're not allowed there and kind of the reason why.
It's such a great lore line without saying anything else. People can just be like, I can only imagine the shenanigans. There was a line last night at the improv show that I was at where it was the suggestion they got was Chick-fil-A. And it was kind of inspired by a social media sketch, but it was one guy was getting talked to by his manager for not saying my pleasure every single time. And he was arguing about it. And then the guy playing the manager just goes, do we need to go to the room again? And he goes, no, we don't need to go to the room. And I'm like, that one line said so much.
That reminds me of a Viva La Dirt League sketch that they did. How much lead time do we need for sponsored videos? The longer, the better, to be honest.
It depends on what you're looking for.
That is true. we've done videos where we were told, hey, this is going to come out and in like a week, and so you have a week to do this thing. And I was like, okay, that's great. When we did the dice Kickstarter most recently, and it succeeded, did well, and we got paid for it. We didn't have the dice in hand when we started writing that out. And so it came out a little bit differently than planned.
Yep. Well, like for example, the Draw 20 video that I did last week. He sent that. I use FedEx Office, and I didn't get a notification that anything was in my box. I'm supposed to. I didn't. It went to my spam email, so I didn't see it. So I got it like 5 days after it arrived, and he needed a video done within 2 days, and it was up and done within 2 days. So it really depends on what you are. You just sponsoring your company in general, a specific product, specific launch, etc. Just if you can shoot an email to both of us, or at least Levi, just detailing what it is you're looking for. Then we can kind of take a look at it and figure out a timeline for you. So, I mean, we can do quick turnarounds. I just don't want to promise that if it's a bigger, more comprehensive thing that you're looking for. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. For everyone wondering, that's that poster that I absolutely... you guys can't see it. That poster over there that I still think would be great seeing Gary in that art style.
Yeah.
But the artist deals with health issues, so I think it's best fit for my previous talk. Right? But yeah, go ahead and fix the line the way you want to, and then we'll kind of go from there. I love this right here, Chris. This hits that specific niche. For those that don't know, when it comes to sketch comedy, if you could have you don't want to be too specific for different reasons, but if you can have specifics, it can also help. It can help or hurt. In this case, the R&D budget still hasn't recovered from last time is a really funny lore-heavy line that doesn't need details.
I just modified the line that I wrote, and it's like, so you go, to the testing grounds, and I go, you mean the parking lot. There is absolutely no way that R&D is going to allow all three of us out there at the same time ever again. Their budget still hasn't recovered.
I like that. That's perfect. And then we just need to figure out the first block of the video. Stitch's line is going to be very easy. We're going to hear maybe his laugh first, maybe his laugh after. We need to figure out Skeletor's lines more than Stitch's lines, because Stitch's lines is literally going to be, I have the power. He's going to summon the power of Grayskull, so he's going to say that line, I have the power, and that's what we're going to hear from Stitch. But let's have Chris finish that line. Did you save it? It's not showing.
Yeah, saved. Hey, GeoSteller, we're working on ideas for a new Stitch video. This one's kind of like, it's not part of the main continuity. So pure just transparency for everyone. Levi shot the idea to me, and he was like, "What if Stitch got He-Man's sword?" And I was like, "I love the idea, but how is that a step up from him having this and this and that?" And he's like, "This is an side story." I'm like, "Cool, got it."
For those who might not know, we have two congruent things going on. We have the main storyline of Stitch, and then there's an off storyline thing that is just one-offs.
It's really similar to, who's the character that does the S tier villain and the D tier villain? Who's that person again?
Something Lighthouse.
Yeah, but they I haven't seen their videos in months, if not years.
They're still doing them. I periodically get them.
Yeah.
But they kind of don't do social media for a job because they live in Canada and most of the social media don't pay.
But so the thing with that is that, like, they would do videos where, like, this is canon and this is not canon.
Yeah.
They would have ideas and be like, this is not part of the continuity, so don't ask me to bring this back in because it's just a one-off.
Yep. And what I did for those who wanted that, and what I did is I created a video because we kept getting requests, and I didn't want to do them because I didn't want this confusion to happen. I knew this confusion would happen, so I created an in-lore thing that Stitch escaped containment before he gets sent back to Lilo and Stitch, but he powered him a little bit. And so there's a video that exists, and there's another video that exists that says how much power he has and what he doesn't have. So there is at least some lore in there as to the reason why this is happening. But outside of that, he's just going out and having fun. He's just causing chaos to cause chaos before he has to go back home.
Okay.
There's nothing.
Levi, I need 3 minutes to do something real quick.
Okay. Do we need a He-Man Stitch for video? No. We're gonna. Jossum is gonna do the line. I have to write the line out for Jossum. He's gonna do the Stitch line. Jossum has using more and more of his Stitch work versus Josh Wee's Stitch. Because mostly just because Jossum has landed the Stitch voice a lot easier than Josh did. Josh does a good Stitch voice. I'm not saying that. It just kind of happened. We knew that eventually we'd be settling on one voice actor, and Jossum was just the one that kind of like went into it a lot easier. Adam rules. You can go on the Discord and submit your try. But if you do the line from one of the movies instead of an out of character line, then I won't know. Because there's a lot of people, and this is the difference between imitation and this is not me being mean. This is the legitimate difference of it. There's a difference between imitation and full-on voice actor stuff. There's a lot of people who can do Joker's iconic why so serious type of line, right? And you can make it sound like Mark Hamill. You can make it sound like Heath Ledger. You can do all that kind of stuff, right? But the moment that they try to say any other line, it's an issue. They try to say something that Joker might not have said previously and they haven't practiced, they can't. Oh, that was pretty good. I break the mic every time I go into my Joker voice, but I can do a Joker voice. We found that out. John, why so serious?
I thought you were. I'm not looking at the screen. I can only hear you. I thought you were sneezing. Then you went, John, and I'm like, wait, that wasn't.
Just started doing voice practicing, doing voices, but with random lines. My goodness, it's been such a wonderful time. Tell me again, you furry flea-bitten fool! I'll cover my throne with your hide.
I would have to. He doesn't really laugh like that. He has a weird. I think Chris can do Skeletor's voice a little bit better than I can, but he also has a good. He grew up with Skeletor a little bit more than I did. I can do a not straight Stitch. I can use my Stitch voice to sing in a regular conversation. Adam, like I said, send me the stuff. You can do the Kami. In fact, if you really want to do one, you can do the most iconic one that I would need, which is the Stitch doing the Kamehameha. So he does the Kamehameha. I can't. My voice is. I've been having fucking. It's been absolutely lovely dealing with it. Let's see the tragedy Joker and Skeletor. Yeah, Adam, the reason why it makes you wait is because we had bots and scam accounts starting to pop into the Discord, and we have a really good mod specific that has a background in tech. And I have a background in tech, and so both of us were like, yeah, we got to put a quash in that. And I was like, hey, how do we do that? Because I don't know Discord that much. Oh, pardon me. And he was like, oh, we really just need to do this. And I was like, okay, implement that. God, in the Martian. Oh.
Okay, there we go.
I'm patiently waiting for Chris. I
Sorry,
should say
sorry,
patiently waiting. We can go back to it. Why is it not updating?
Huh?
It's not updating on my end.
Oh, you want me to actually put the line in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I have it in the comment. Hold on.
Oh no, just fucking make the change.
What the hell?
Did you get I saw a message notification on Facebook. Did you get the message? Did you read the message notification of somebody from like a lightsaber company reaching out to you?
Yes.
Are you going to be getting a lightsaber? Please tell me you're going to be getting a lightsaber.
I've already got a lightsaber.
Oh, never mind. Have them send me a lightsaber.
I don't remember what name of the company is. This company is Hooked on Sabers. And they gave me an affiliate code and everything. But just like Level Up Sabers, when we worked with him, nobody ever bought one.
I think if we do something like this where we emphasize a product.
I hate to say this, but he's got the exact same designs that most other saber companies have.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah.
All right. I can do more than Stitch, but it seems like you're all big on Stitch.
Adam, I'm not trying to be a dick, and if
you can say
sorry.
that too.
If anyone else has a lightsaber company where you're selling or reselling, if you've got the same base versions that everyone else has, we already have affiliate deals with 2 of them and have never moved any product for them. So unless you've got really unique designs that no one else has, it wouldn't be a good option for us to be considered as an affiliate. I do have one video I'll be having to drop. I'm going to try to do it this weekend. I got some friends here in the Greenville, South Carolina area who started a protein soda company called Proso.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to know if you could send me
a case of it.
Yeah,
I can do that. But they we are officially their first affiliate, and so they'd like us to make some videos, and I'm going to work with them to work on some of their social media stuff. But they're excited. It's the first protein soda company formulated actually by a nutritionist and not by a giant company that has nutritionists on staff. But the guy who founded it is a nutritionist and has got a background in all this stuff. So he's a friend of mine, and I want to help him out.
All right. And I am always trying to find healthy alternatives.
Yep.
That taste decent.
Each can has 10 grams of whey protein in it.
So, first half of this call, and I say first half, it doesn't need to be like a giant half. It can literally be, 3 to 4 lines, whatever.
In Blazon, I don't know. I don't think so yet because they've literally just started like 3-4 months ago. But maybe.
I would suspect that it probably has a decent amount of protein. A lot of those types of sodas have not protein, fiber. I would suspect it would have a decent amount of fiber. But I agree. That's kind of what I need to. I need more fiber than I need protein. We'll work as soon as Chris is available again. We're going to work on this first half and kind of discuss it, figure out like what we want Skeletor. We know what he wants. I've got notes. We got to figure out Skeletor's line, what the first line is going to be, because once we hear Stitch, it can go right into Levi's line, and that's the rest of the sketch. It's literally us ignoring the phone call to go do testing. That is what this is. The first part of it is the intro. It's a funny thing. Stitch finds out, and then it gets funnier because we don't give a shit about the chaos he's causing anymore. We now want to go in the parking lot and be little kids playing with swords.
Right?
That's the main joke of this. Too bad you don't have a Dark Master Sword, because then that would make the way I would do the sketch slightly differently, because then I could toss you it versus holding both swords in the thing.
I mean, I could always get one.
Would you be able to get it before we get done in posting the sketch, though?
I don't know.
Yeah. There's no, unless you want one, it's not necessary. The difference is me tossing you and you grabbing it, and that's literally it. It's a 5-second thing. It's not necessary. I could literally just hold both swords in view of the camera. That's not a big deal.
Give me no, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to waste your time.
Man, I don't. You're fine, Chris. I'm good. Oh, thank you, Colleen, for reminding me. I gotta show him that. Here it is. Look at the comment. Colleen sent me that too, so we might wind up doing that one too. That's a nice, fun one to do too, but we'll do that one later. I want this one because, and again, for everyone here, it's like the movie comes out like what, June 4th?
He-Man?
Yeah, it's like right here in June.
Well, now I gotta look on Amazon real quick and see if they have them there.
June 5th. You gotta look on it.
Dark Master Sword.
We have tried that whole like let's make it look like something thing. We scrapped. He recorded a shit ton of lines for one of the Stitch videos, and I couldn't use any of them because I could not make the Choco Taco look good enough. And so we had to scrap that entire thing and rewrite. It was not a good time for either one of us because both of us spent a lot of time and effort just to scrap the entire thing.
I don't see it on Amazon at all.
The Dark Master Sword?
Yeah. It's too generic of the it's too generic of a search term.
Oh, I see them, but not like what I have. So
actually, no. Here's one right here, and it only costs $140. So no, I'm not getting that.
I have the foam one. I don't have the metal one. That's the metal one. I guarantee you that's the metal one you're looking at. But even the foam one is kind of hit and miss.
Oh, here's a set of light and dark.
I still don't. You don't need it unless you want it.
It'll be here Monday. I can get them here Monday. A light and dark Master Sword.
Again, is that something you want? Is that something that you're going to hang up on the wall, use, and that kind of stuff? Because I don't know how many videos we would actively use this for, and it's for a 5-second clip.
This way, we've got it for future stuff.
Okay.
And I can always sell it, or I can use it as cosplay. I can always go to a convention as Fat Link.
Levi, he sounds excited. I don't mind. I'm just tax write-off. Technically speaking, yes. I'm doing that as it is with other things, so that's true. the glasses that I told you guys about earlier, that's technically a tax write-off because I'm going to be editing videos with them and everything. So that's a $300 tax write-off. Business expense. I love the quotation marks around it. Mine's a lot easier. Anytime you get props and stuff like
It'll
that.
be here Monday.
That's awesome. That's really quick. Anytime you get props or anything for video here, if you want to do a tax write-off, you have to like keep proof of what you used it in, and at that point that video or whatever you used it in has to have made enough money to have quote unquote justified the purchase of it. So if you Chris has a tax guy, right? And if you have a tax guy and you don't do your own taxes, you may not know the tax code for this stuff.
Right.
I do my own taxes. And I've been leaning into business taxes, which is something I haven't done a whole lot of the last couple of years. I've been learning more and more about them. For tax write-offs for content creators, you can't just do a video saying that, hey, look, I've gone to this place on vacation, right? You can get audited for that, and you will get in trouble. You have to go there, do a review, post a review, do multiple videos on that type of thing. I saw, and I'm saying this because I saw somebody that I really respect do that video, and I was like, you can't tell people that you can just get a tax write-off like this, because that's not. And then like 100 people commented and told him, no, this is wrong. You're gonna get audited. So hopefully he fixed that. But if you have a business and you're doing something like this, make sure it has a reason. I saw somebody who had a mechanic business who was into nerd stuff, and they commissioned out of mechanic parts what's the Shield of Hyrule, and then there was another famous shield, I can't remember, as well as a couple swords. They're all out of mechanic parts, and he got away with writing it off on taxes because it drove traffic and created conversation that allowed him to create more business. But you gotta keep track of that stuff. Anyways, moving forward. All right, so I guess I will write in that I will toss you the.
So here is, for anyone who wants to try the protein soda, here's the affiliate link. That's what I was digging into and getting set up. It is it's at the end of the banner at the bottom. It is about $3 a can plus shipping, which is what a lot of the products in that demographic cost. Patrick, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I have to say that that's not what I have to say. That I'm not giving you guys a tax advice. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to go that route, you need to make sure to keep proof. That's not advice. That is just common sense. Keep track and have proof. Anyways, moving on from all that stuff, because I don't want to keep going into that. I want to go back to what we were working on. So we have Skeletor calling in, thinking he's finally about to win because He-Man doesn't have his sword, right? How do we frame that? How do we start this call? Because we know.
Last thing that I'm done. I'm sorry. That link also gets you 10% off. I didn't know that. I just found that out.
You just sent a voice clip. I'm Levi, but I'm guessing you're probably talking to Chris. Okay, let's get into it. Chris, while I'm pulling up this voice clip, do you want to go ahead and do the whole spiel about the soda company and everything? That way you have a full-on blurb.
Yeah. So Proso is a protein soda company that a friend of mine that I met through improv. He's a dietitian by trade, and he's been wanting to start his own thing. So we started a protein soda company. It tastes like soda. It tastes like pop. It tastes like pop. Even though it's protein soda. It's what flavors do they have? They've got Meyer lemon soda, retro root beer, and cherry vanilla. You can follow the link that I gave is for the variety pack. That gets you 10% off, and just full disclosure, we get 10% commission if you choose to buy. It is about $3 a can. With 10% off, that's more like $2.70 a can, which is about what you're going to pay for a lot of other products in that same vertical, the protein sodas. But it's got 10 grams of whey protein in it, and the sweetener is not stevia. It's called Ono Sweet, which is derived from rice, fermented rice. Anyways, yeah. Adam, instead of sending the audio directly to us, there's a place in the Discord where you can post voice acting clips. That's where we're asking you to put them.
Yeah, because I don't have it. I need to be able to have it. Not to mention, you can get live feedback from other people. Anyways, how much fiber does that soda have?
No fiber. It's just protein.
Can you ask them if they'd be willing to look into? I like that's a lot of money to spend on fiber, but like if what do they think about adding fiber to soda?
I can ask them about it. That there's other sodas that have fiber in them, like
there are, but I have not seen them around here, which is why I'm kind of like I don't.
Oh, you can get them at I imagine they might not be at like Walmarts and stuff like that. I'm not sure where you shop, but there's brands called Bloom, and there's another brand called Poppy, Poppi, that are both fiber with like prebiotics and stuff in them.
Okay. We've got some Poppy, but I haven't seen.
Blooms are pretty new. My kid started grabbing those because she drinks a lot of energy drinks, and she's trying to get off of them. So she wanted to grab something with fiber in it instead of caffeine, but still get the the carbonation and everything.
So, before we continue, are we good to move forward?
We're good to move forward. Yes.
Okay. And for everyone here, that's just me like switching gears. All right. So first half of the call, we want to start with you talking to Skeletor. You'll hear Stitch in the background, and then once you hear Stitch in the background, Levi will say his line. So you don't need a whole lot of lines unless you want to build up to this last half. How would you start this if you're talking to Skeletor thinking that he's winning the fight?
Adam, when you're in the Discord, the first thing you got to do is agree to the rules before you can access any of the channels. So go up to I'm sorry, Levi.
You're fine.
Go up to the rules channel. You got to go in there and you gotta acknowledge the rules and agree to them, and then you should get access to the rest of the Discord. Is the voice acting in VIP or is it? No, it's just in regular. Okay. Now, yes. Now we can go. Sorry. Yeah, Levi Markin. I saw that Alec's last day at work was today. Warforged, I don't remember seeing any info on Panda Red. Is it to work with him or something he did?
Do you want me to order food? Since Mama got paid, I can order. You want me to just order McDonald's? Come here.
No, I
Yeah.
don't want to eat on live. I don't want
No, you can sit. You can sit in the corner.
no.
All right.
Warforged, you can shoot it to me on Discord, and Levi and I can discuss it privately.
I'm sorry, everyone, that he's like cutting off a bunch of stuff, but also I've been trying to get this script. Let me pull up DoorDash.
Adam, that is the right one. So what you have to do is go to the rules channel at the top. You'll see a place where you have to respond and agree to the rules by clicking an emoji, and then it should open the rest of the Discord to you. If it doesn't, we'll have to troubleshoot that off the live because we're trying to do some other stuff here.
All right. I heard some other stuff get mentioned, and I kind of spaced. I think I'm in order, swap places. I don't know. Anyway,
No, Warforged said something about sending us info on Panda Red, but I'm not sure.
oh
that
yeah. I have kept up with Panda Red, and there's still that like.
Let's have this conversation offline.
Anyways, moving forward, how do we want to start the sketch? Is how we need to figure out. How do we want to start it? He's calling in. He's thinking he's about to win, and then gets a kick in the gut when you hear the thing, and then we don't address the call from there. That's the funny bit, is that we forget that he's on the line, right? That's the hilarious part of, like, we get completely distracted to go play with swords in the parking lot.
We forget that we have Skeletor on the line.
Yeah, that's literally like, we don't have to worry about addressing Skeletor after we find out what's going on. We just need to start the call, lead into hearing Stitch, and then Levi immediately, once you hear Stitch say his line, Levi gets to have the aha, and then you go, you don't say, let me guess he's in this. And like, we get completely distracted from the call. That's the hilarious part of this. Because people are going to point out, what about Skeletor? You left him hanging. That's the point. This is a real thing that's happened, by the way, for anyone that's done call center work. You get distracted by your boss because of something happens. And like, of course, in real life, you actually have to go back to the phone call and tell them what's going on. But I've had moments where, like, we have a fundamental issue with, like, our systems or something like that. I'm in the middle of a phone call. I have to stop what I'm talking, or I just mute them. Half the time I'm just muting myself so they can't hear me, and I'm paying attention to my boss. And then I go back. I have no idea what the fuck they said. I'm just going, hey, I apologize for the inconvenience. I just got informed that our systems are completely down, or whatever script whatever happened. I go into a script. Half the time, whatever I said, if the boss overheard me, that is the script that got used. I kid you not, they would literally go, Levi, can you write that down? And I would write it down, and they would go and they would make a copy of it, and they would distribute that script. No. I wanted the first half to start with John.
Oh, okay.
Because the thing is that, like, this is Levi getting pinged. Levi doesn't know where he is. Levi just finds out that the Stitch tracker is back online again. So the first half is with John. We find out that John's talking to Skeletor, and then John hears Stitch say the famous iconic line of using the sword. They want nuggets. one line that we could do. That is a pretty funny line, but I don't know how we would work it in. This is the great thing about starting this. We're gonna probably rearrange this first half. Ooh, man, I just got spinny. I work in a call center. I know that feeling. Yeah. Skeletor would constantly interrupt y'all as he's facing Stitch. Not necessarily, because Chris John would probably have muted him. So this isn't a bad start to work on. Why do you have this highlighted?
Because it needs to get changed slightly.
Oh, hold on before you change it. So I get the game that's going on here, but we switch from one game to the other. Do you would you think about not would you think what do you think? Sorry, apologize. What do you think about changing the starting so that we keep the game the same throughout it? To Skeletor calling in instead of us playing the who is this game, we find out who it is, and then we go into an entirely different game of forgetting that the caller exists. What if we start this off and make the we forgetting him he exists even stronger?
Okay. Oh, you're right. Yeah. So let me redo this one.
We have him calling in thinking he's going to win, and then we hear what's going on. Give me a second. I will take a look at that in just one moment. Okay. So, Adam, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you two questions. One, do you mind if I share what you sent on live? And do you mind if I give you honest feedback during this live? Honest feedback means being blunt, too. I'm going to do my best not to be mean. And I'm not going to be mean here because it's not a bad voice. By any stretch of the means. And I don't mind that you screwed up the laugh. Your mic probably cut out. That's the settings thing. No, I'm not going to swear. I'm not going to name call. It's me giving feedback from working with voice actors.
So this is what I usually sound like, and this just kind of gives a little sample of my language. It's like in the middle of the songs, I can just switch the song, which they should just switch right back to my normal voice.
You know, like I can totally just take that and be like, hey, that is, and just like switch it up and switch.
Just
I'm going to go back and look at what Chris is writing. We'll go back in. He's in the zone. I'm waiting on Adam to respawn here in the live stream and make sure that's good. Adam, just have fun. That's what this is all about. It makes you stronger voice actor. Yeah. He-Man could accidentally switch swords, has the Master Sword. Skeletor calls John recruiting Stitch. No. I'm not saying that that's not a thing that we can't do later on, but for this sketch, no. Oh, the Lord Deathman sketch? I've seen him do that sketch. If it's an older one, then, you know. The main thing is I have not seen him do it. I did see that. I just need to know if you're good with me sharing what you posted, and if I can give you some feedback. It would be blunt, honest feedback. I will say this for anyone that's wanting to do content creation, voice acting, stuff like that. You kind of have to grow a little bit of a thick skin and learn to accept and grow from feedback. Now, there's a difference between feedback and somebody just shitting on you and not caring and not actually giving you proper like things that you can improve on. You also have to learn how to differentiate that and then take that with a grain of block of salt. Havoc and Destruction is Stitch getting the He-Man sword, getting He-Man's sword of power. Chris is currently writing some of it out based on some of what I wrote, and then we're going to take a look at it, go over it, see how we might be able to punch it up, or if it works, so we'll move forward. I wrote basically the last half. He's writing pretty much the first half. The first half deals with John. You prefer honesty? Okay, so and I'm not gonna we're gonna drop the whole Panda Red stuff right now, just because we've talked about Panda Red and Lamp Lake and stuff in the past before. He's already in God mode. What else can he Stitch obtain? He's not in God mode when he gets the sword. This is a one-off. But it's just kind of one of those fun things. So I'm gonna share my screen. No, I'm not, because I don't have my audio being shared. One second. I'm going to share my screen with audio. So we're going to listen to 2 voice clips that he sent, and I'm going to give feedback on each one individually.
Okay. So, this is Stitch. My name is Stitch. Now, I do know the Kamehameha, okay? And it is Kamehameha.
Now, the reason why that cut out is a settings thing, and you're probably speaking really close to your mic.
A little tidbit.
Now,
So, this is what I usually sound like, and this just kind of gives a little sample of my vocal range. It's like
In the middle of a sentence, I can just randomly switch to sounding
like
like
Stitch and just switch right back to my normal voice.
Or, you know, like I can totally just switch it up and be like, hey, daddy, and then just like switch it up to Stitch
And then just go right back to my normal voice. Just a little tidbit.
So I'm going to give some feedback here, and I'm going to do a mixture of things. First of all, you've definitely practiced to be able to switch your voice up and down as much as you want. And that's good. It's practicing your vocal range. Practicing your vocal range is amazing, fantastic ability that you can do. Exactly. Your Stitch is not better than the Stitch voices that our voice actors can do. Just going to be blunt. Your Stitch is not. I can pull up a recording and show you. If I wanted to, I'm not going to do that. There's no need for that. You can go watch the videos. It's not better than Jocelyn's, and that's not me playing favorites. I know a guy who can do better Stitch voice than Jocelyn, and then I just don't work with him anymore. the range that he can do and his ability to record is massively different because he's been practicing it. He has a voice booth. He has full-on credits now. He's been doing that. He put the time and effort into doing this stuff. You do have an impressive range.
Just kind of gives a little sample.
But there's a difference, again, between messing around and doing full-on voice work. I'm gonna say that, like, keep practicing, and if we need a role and your voice winds up fitting it and you can nail it, that's great. That gets you in the door. You're able to practice some more. It seems like my comments take forever to go through. It's a 30-second lag, Adam. I apologize. But you definitely have it there. You used to do construction work, been doing it half my life. I can take honesty. All right, that's good. And a lot of this comes off currently as I do voices for fun, not for work. And that's kind of the difference between a voice actor and somebody who does it for fun. At a certain point, that switch up matters quite a lot. I think it's important to learn that if you're wanting to get into voice acting. And if you're wanting to get into voice acting, start looking at other voice actors, like TikTok pages, what they do, people who are getting into it. There's a whole community on TikTok that kind of teaches you a lot of that kind of stuff. That community is also on other socials, but not quite the same as it is on TikTok.
Okay, I think we got this.
All right, I'm back in here.
You're gonna have to do Skeletor, but just I'll share mine. Just do it. Hold on. Just
you want to share your screen instead?
Just don't blow your voice out doing it.
We meet again. I can do Skeletor's voice. I can do that. We meet again.
Skeletor, what's the issue?
I think I changed He-Man into a little four-armed monster.
Is it blue?
Yes.
Your magic didn't do that. The little blue four-armed creature isn't He-Man. That's Stitch.
Well, then how did he get the power sword and what?
Oh no, that's not his sword. Anyway, how did he get the power sword and why is Prince Adam here?
Because that's what he does. Whatever the worst possible outcome is, Stitch achieves it. And I think I know why Prince Adam is there, but I can't explain why.
Why not?
That's confidential. But you have to get the sword away from Stitch before he...
I have the power. He does the full chant for everyone here. He's going to do the full chant. Yep. I have the power.
Yep. Shouting. The full I have the power chant in the background. Oh, no. No. Skeletor, hold on. Levi, and right as we cut to Levi...
Aha! He finally pinged again. John, the Stitch tracker's working.
Great. He's in Eternia.
How do you know that?
I make a face like this. I go, and you go, what did he do now?
What do you do now?
He has the power sword.
He didn't do the thing, did he?
Dang it, not think. Oh, he has the power.
Fuck.
Why does he even want a sword, let alone the power sword?
And then we get to the rest of it?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna...
This is a first draft, so...
Even if we... because it's cool. So what gets me is when we go from here, I say fuck, and then I go straight because it's cool. It doesn't feel...
It does. It's this. He didn't do the thing, did he? Oh, he has the power. Fuck. And John goes, why does he even want a sword, let alone the power sword? And Levi goes,
because it's cool.
Because it's cool. Instead of straight.
And yeah, instead of a straight face.
Very annoyed.
It's annoyed.
Because it's cool. And Nappa, who has no social awareness, goes, yeah, I mean, come on, John. It's like one of the most iconic swords of all time. And then, so then, you're telling me he went there just because of the rule of cool? And then I changed this up. I'm not even really that mad about it. Kind of jealous, maybe.
So
Let's change this up.
I don't hate it exactly. I think if we have at this point right now, we go from a really heightened game of like you have both Levi and Nappa almost immediately just changing like it's not even a change tune, it's a fuck, I'm not even annoyed. I'm actually kind of jealous. I get that too. We can get to the point way faster if we change this up a bit back to what it was, because you have extra lines in order to justify Levi being annoyed and everything versus what we were, and that aren't necessary. So let's, if you're okay with it, change the back to straight man. Because that neat, because like the way the structure of the rest of the sketch, if I'm not just like because it's cool going with Stitch right away, then we have to justify going into that. Whereas going into it right away, it makes John's reaction the character. You know, we switch John being the guy of reason, and Levi and Nappa drag John in out of the reason.
Let's do this.
I was thinking about that. Snopa, we have issues getting the split screen because it's cool or because line to match perfectly. And a lot of times it's either we do it on accident and I was like, shit, that works out really well. Or, and when I have requested it, I've had to match my line. And I kid you not, I've recorded like 20 times to match it perfectly. Sometimes I get it done right off the bat, like I said, an accident. But most of the time, it is a lot of re-recording.
So how's this?
So he's an attorney with the power. Did he do the thing?
So here. John, the situation is working. John is totally subdued. Great.
He's an Eternia.
With the power sword in hand.
Did he do the thing? Did he do the thing?
Oh, he has the power. Why does he even want a sword, let alone the power sword?
Because it's cool. All right. We hear Stitch say the line.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like this line. These aren't necessary if we have you go ahead and say the Eternium thing. We can cut this down by just having you do the Eternia thing.
Yeah, okay, so let me do this.
What did I have there originally?
I don't remember.
Shit. Let Napa do that.
Yep, I was just gonna say that should be a Napa line.
Night meds, everyone. Yep, Levi. Thank you for that. Got to do chores, dealing with people.
Should I say because it's cool or because it's awesome? Because we say the word cool again right here.
Let's do awesome.
Yeah.
Because it's hold on, because I'm saying it's straight. Let it go ahead and be cool, and you're just emphasizing the rule of cool. So your line would change only slightly to emphasize that rule of cool.
Just hold on. So Levi straight because it's cool. Yeah, I mean, come on, John. It's like one of the most iconic swords of all time. You're telling me he went there just because of the rule of cool? It's just weird to have cool so close together.
So emphasize the rule. You're telling me he went there just because of the rule of cool? Which is a D&D nerdy thing that happened around the same time.
Okay.
I get where you're coming from. I agree. But if I go because it's awesome, it doesn't feel as nice of me because it's awesome, because it's cool. So I say because it's cool, straight. Napa says, yeah. I mean, come on. Go ahead. So Napa says his line, and then you emphasize yours. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me read that.
He has the power. Why does he even want a sword, let alone the power sword?
Because it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, come on, John. It's like one of those iconic swords of all time. You're trying to tell me he went out there just because of the rule of cool?
I'm not even mad about it. Kind of jealous.
Oh yeah, totally. Why? We have like 20 of them in storage.
Oh yeah.
Say that sooner.
Pull off the lightsaber.
What are you doing now?
Duh! Sword fight.
With a lightsaber?
Please, you totally want to know which one is stronger.
Give me a second. I got to try the Dark Master Sword now. Well, if we're doing that, I got to grab the Dark Master Sword.
Because I have it on my wall, I'm tossing you the sword.
Yep, I can just.
So you just take a moment. You're like, either give me the sword or let me try it. So that's the reason why your line's like that, because I'm just pulling them off my wall. And I just without question, I toss you the sword to the testing grounds.
Yep.
And now you have the sword in hand. You mean
the parking lot? Because there is absolutely no way that R&D is going to allow all three of us out there at the same time ever again. Their budget still hasn't recovered.
To the parking grounds!
I want you to pull one of these. I'm going to remove this. I want you to pull one of these. When I say that, I want you to go like you're holding the sword. Let's say this is your sword, and you go to the parking ground. Like there's a pause while you're thinking about it, and you're like,
go ahead and put that in there now. Pause to think about it, and then to the parking ground.
Actually, John shouldn't prompt you on the parking lot.
Yeah. No. Let it be the parking grounds.
Okay. Yeah. So
the reason for is that Levi's still just in the
testing. I get it. To the testing grounds. That's not going to work. There is absolutely no way that R&D is going to allow all three of us out there at the same time ever again. Their budget still hasn't recovered. To the parking grounds.
And Irving, I get that there isn't a need to have another thing.
Hold on.
John, no, hold on. No.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Go for it.
Hold on. Oh my God.
Adam, besides what I do here, if you want anything beyond that, I don't like saying this, but I kind of have to at a certain point. Like we have to like charge certain things for our time and stuff. Because anytime I take out of whatever I do day to day on top of other stuff, I should be charging. Chris has adamantly told me that multiple times. It's one thing if I'm live and I'm just like, hey, yeah, do this, blah, 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 give you feedback. It's another when like I'm taking time out of my day and recording schedule and stuff like that.
So we can put the Until We Meet Again line in there, but Stitch says it.
Oh, oh my God. Right with Gemini. Fuck off. I'm sorry.
So to the parking grounds. I'm here. John, are you there?
And then
all right. I can't do Stitch's voice to save my life. So
that's all right. So the only thing that I want to is the start slightly here with Skeletor. I like the idea of Skeletor thinking he's about to win, and then we find out that Stitch is there, and that's where the call, because then that drives that ending part even further. Because Skeletor thinking that he's about to win, we find out Stitch is there, and then the conversation just doing a dramatic shift to leaving him hanging. Oh, where'd he go? Calls it the Sword of Power. I mean, that's what it's called. He-Man's Sword. Masters of the Universe, Power of Grayskull, Power Sword.
I've already got it. Hold on.
You already got what? You already had an idea. All right. We're gonna wait and let him do his thing again. I totally spaced ordering food while you're doing your thing. Really don't want food. Really just not in a food mood.
So, Skeletor, what's the issue? I've defeated He-Man once and for all. What? How? I've turned him into a tiny four-armed, adorable little animal. Is it blue? Yes. You didn't do that. Are you talking right now? Do you have us muted?
No, I'm reading, and then I'm like trying to process this order too. The the off and on fevers, why my body's like healing that for the next couple days is just fucking with me. It's apparently just a symptom that you can deal with. Yay! because I'll have all this energy, and then I'll feel the temperature difference. Like I'll just start feeling that like feverish stuff, like I'm getting overly hot, and like it feels like a for reference, it feels like a hot flash. It just
I
feels
get that. Yep.
rains. All right, place this order, and then I can continue to pay attention.
Yep. We're getting close to this. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, and I know you need to keep resting. So let's finish this up. Let you get your order placed. We can go live tomorrow.
Apparently, it's next weekend that he's going to be available, not this weekend. So
then, if you can do tomorrow afternoon, we can do the what freaking sketch is that? The Predator versus Spider-Man.
Yeah,
we can do that tomorrow
and
get it posted.
Settled. Yeah,
and we've gotten 3 cameo requests in the past 4 hours.
Oh, nice.
So I'll toss you one of those.
And yes, they do. It's the energy drain that sucks the most, because I'm doing stuff. I'm actively like getting back to what I'm doing for work, for at home, trying to catch up, and then all of a sudden I'll have 0 energy. And like it just fucking sucks. Anyways, let's go back to this. Skeletor, what's the issue of defeating He-Man once and for all? What? How? Change your first line to being excited that Skeletor finally, like you could cut out Skeletor's first line or change Skeletor's first line to that whole like, I'm so proud of you that you finally won against He-Man type of thing. That also plays into the trailer a bit. We don't see He-Man winning. We see He-Man fighting. I love that. That immediate shift actually drives this better. That's really good. In fact, hold on. I've turned him into a furry, flea-bitten fool, and I'm going to use his hide to cover my throne.
Hold on.
And then you right here at the yes, it could be the I'll use his hide. New iron. Make that comment on the video. Say your temperature regulation is broken. Oh my god, that. Oof. Okay. I don't think the little blue arm front creature isn't. You mean is, not isn't. Is He-Man? That's probably Stitch. And then we can change this.
Yep.
To, well, how did you get the power sword then? And then you and you don't have to have the Prince Adam thing there now. You can change your line. Yeah, emphasizing he has the power sword. That's where we can hear Stitch's line. We can have it earlier now. And then we don't.
That's it. That is so it.
And then instead of, oh no, Skeletor, hold on,
we have Levi's interrupting right there.
Yep.
And then bam. That's it. That works. Let's give it a read and see how it feels.
Yep. All right. Skeletor, I got your voicemail. Man, that victory over He-Man has been a long time coming. How'd you do it?
I turned him into a furry little flea-bitten four-on fool.
Is it blue?
Yes! I'm gonna use his hide to cover my throne.
I don't think the little blue four-armed creature is He-Man. That's probably Stitch.
Well, how do you get the power sword then?
He has the power sword?
I have the power chant.
Yeah.
Background from Stitch. Aha! He finally pinged again. John, the Stitch tracker's working.
Let me spare you the suspense. He's in Eternia with the power sword in hand. Did he do the thing? Oh, he has the power. Why does he even want a sword, let alone the power sword?
Because it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, come on, John. It's like one of the most iconic swords of all time. You're telling me he went there just because of the rule of cool?
I'm not even mad about it. Low key, kind of jealous. That's what it.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where we need to have that line.
Totally. Yep. Why? We have like 20 of them in storage.
Oh yeah, we do.
Say that sooner. Runs off. Levi lightsaber. What are you doing now?
Duh. Sword fight.
Against the power sword with a lightsaber? That's what he should say.
Please, you totally want to know which one is stronger.
Then give me the dark mat.
Yeah, we need to change it to just give me the Dark Master sword. Like you straight up, you're giving up. You're not even giving up.
Yep.
You are like
I mean,
going with it.
I'm gonna do one of these. Give me the Dark Master sword.
Toss the Dark Master sword to you. To the testing grounds.
That's not gonna work because there is absolutely no way that R&D is gonna allow all three of us out there at the same time ever again. Their budget still hasn't recovered.
Actually, can you try that line with? There's absolutely no way.
There is absolutely no way that R&D is going to allow all three of us out there at the same time ever again. Their budget still hasn't recovered.
To the parking grounds.
Can we get up and run? John, are you there? Help! Until
we meet again. I can't do his voice. I love that. That game is so much stronger now.
What if?
Love that. Okay.
Is there a Skeletor fact that Stitch could say before Skeletor goes, John, are you there? Help! Like, what would be? Hold on.
Why is this not fixed? You know what? I'll let you fix it. It won't let me fix it.
We need Stitch to say a Skeletor fact. So he'll say something, and Skeletor's like, no, John, are you there? Help. And then Stitch goes, until we meet again.
Do we want to? I don't want to pay for animation. That would be like if we did that would totally need to be an animated thing.
Oh, I know. We could do it at a later date, but God, we need.
What's a fact? It has to be something outrageous.
Yeah.
Oh, spiders have paws. That's a real thing. Spiders have paws.
That has nothing to do with any of this. It needs to be something Stitch related or Skeletor related that is like foreshadowing what's going to happen to Skeletor.
Oh, remember, bones make good fertilizer. Until we meet again.
I love this.
Actually, we could change Skeletor's line at that point to just screaming for your help.
John, help! Help!
Until we meet again. Yeah. What is the chant that he does? Let's put that in the script so we have
What?
that in.
Oh, it
The what does he say to like get his power? What is
we got ourselves a loud person in Twitch who thinks they're really funny.
Okay, I'm gonna pop over there. I'll take care of that.
It's just by the power of Grayskull, I have the power.
Yeah, then do that.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Rusty. I was just working on that. I don't use the mod stuff very often.
So it'll
So
be
I'm like-
this. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. Which I again can't do Stitch at all.
We're fine. It's fine. Aha, heaping again, blah, blah, blah.
Thank
all
you,
the way
Rusty.
down.
Appreciate that.
And yes, thank you, Rusty. Say that sooner, blah, blah, blah.
Should
and
he
then we
say,
can-
I have the cute and fluffy power? Or is that too far?
It's not that it's too far so much as I don't think it's necessary because it makes the line longer than necessary. And versus we're just doing the I have the power. Also, cute and fluffy can fit, but that's forcing it in where it's not necessary. Can we? You guys, okay.
I found a different place for it. Skeletor I turned him into a cute, fluffy little flea-bitten, four-armed fool.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. Let a different character say it. For everyone here, it's just one of those things where yes, it's an iconic line. No, it's not necessary to always insert it. Sometimes, again, this is the less is more type of rule, or have another character say it. So at this point, I turned him into a cute, fluffy little flea-bitten four-armed fool. Oh yeah, I like that. The fact that Skeletor admits that he's still cute and fluffy,
Mm-hmm.
and then he wants to make it use his hide to cover my throne. That fits even better. Love that. Also, my Skeletor kind of sounds like my Starscream. It's that high pitch. I can do the high pitch. It just fits. All right. So we've already read this all the way through. Do we want to read it one more time with the small couple changes that we've done, or no?
Yeah, 1 second.
All right. And then what we're gonna do, everyone, we'll read the Predators versus Spider-Man with you guys to get and see what you guys think. We've already been over the sketch. We were pretty solid on it, but I just want to read it one final time, and then we'll probably close out. So Chris is taking a moment.
All right. Skeletor got your voicemail, man. That victory over He-Man has been a long time coming. How'd you do it?
I turned him into a cute, fluffy little flea-bitten four-armed fool.
Dang it. Is it blue?
Yes! I'm going to use his hide to cover my throne.
I don't think the little blue four-armed creature is He-Man. That's probably Stitch.
Well, how do you get the power sword then?
He has the power sword?
By the counter of Grayskull, I have the power! Whatever. Aha! He finally pinged again. John, the Stitch tracker's working.
Let me spare you the suspense. He's in Eternia with the power sword in hand. Did he do the thing? Oh, he has the power. Did he do the thing? Oh, he has the power. Why does he even want a sword, let alone the power sword?
Because it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, come on, John. It's like one of the most iconic swords of all time. You're telling me he went there just because of the rule of cool?
I'm not even mad about it. Low key, kind of jealous.
Oh, yeah, totally. Why? We have like 20 of them in storage.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Say that sooner.
I pull off a lightsaber off my wall.
What are you doing now?
Duh! Sword fight!
Against the power sword? With a lightsaber.
Please, you totally want to know which one is stronger.
Give me the Dark Master sword.
Toss. To the testing grounds!
There is absolutely no way that R&D is going to allow the three of us out there at the same time ever again. Their budget still hasn't recovered.
To the parking grounds! I think for a moment.
John laughs, headset off, and we hear, remember, bones make great fertilizer.
John, help! Help!
Until we meet again.
Oh, Stitch follows the rule of cool? No, but we do. And yeah, he kind of does. I mean, he dresses up as Elvis because it was cool to do that, at least back then when the video came out. All right. I like that. It's solid. It's good. It's funny. We're going to change the title up here. That's good. All right. So we got one more to read over.
I got it.
Let me share the screen. I didn't share the screen when we were reading the other one.
I got it. I'm already ready to go.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
All right. Do you have any idea how many people wear red, white, and blue costumes? Are they wearing a cape? No. No? Okay, so that eliminates like 50% of your possibilities right there. Edna would approve. Okay, I need more. Helmet? No helmet. No, you're not his grandmother. Why would you ask me that? What big teeth you have, Grandma. Okay, look, I love playing 20 questions with y'all. I really do. But I think I know who this is. Is there a spider logo on their uniform? Okay, I'll give you one guess on what a hero with a spider on their chest is called. No, not Bite Man. If there's a spider on his chest, he's called...
Spidey, you find aliens on the reg. I'm going to need a little bit more than one ugly motherfucker that needs a breath mint. Well, for starters, are they humanoid-ish? That would kind of narrow it down a bit. Oh, mandibles? Like, do they open like weird, creepy fang mouth wings? Was he wearing a mask at first? Look, they're called...
Yautja are not the ultimate predators. You just think you are. Spider-Man's dealt with way worse. And he should have just been in. He should have been on the Do Not Hunt list anyways. I even updated it and emailed it out. Click, 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 click. Just last week. And that's why you're hunting him, isn't it?
Okay. Short version. These guys are like Temu Cravens, but without his good sense of humor and with a nuke strapped to their wrist. Oh, nukes plural? They have two of them?
There's more than one of them. Therefore, there's more than one nuke.
Gotcha. With nukes strapped to their wrist.
Each with a nuke strapped to their wrists.
There we go. Okay, short version. These guys are like Temu Cravens, but without his good sense of humor, and each with a nuke strapped to their wrist.
Yep. Look, as long as he's making jokes, it means he's not taking the fight seriously, and you're fine. You know what? Give me 1 second. Psst. Levi.
What? I'm a bit busy.
You talking to Spider-Man?
Are you talking to the Predators?
$20 says I can help them win.
You wouldn't take a losing bet. What do you have up your sleeve?
Not up my sleeve. On theirs. You guys want a quick win? Whoever's the most injured just needs to play the Beverly Hills Cop theme song on their arm pad and nuke the whole area. The rest of you can escape. If one of you survives and Spider-Man doesn't, victory. You have a better idea? What's your better idea? No. Aunt May is not a better idea.
Oh no! Look, I'm sure they won't hurt her, Peter. I need to say Peter. This is where I need to say Peter first. And I don't even need to do the first O.
Yeah.
Oh no! Look, I'm sure they won't hurt her, Peter. Okay, maybe they would. Spider-Man? I don't need to say Spider-Man because I've already addressed the Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Peter? Hello? The call didn't disconnect. Oh, shit. John?
Damn it.
You owe me $20. And then I just grin. Most of this is good. That's starting. We start pretty slow.
You're right.
These lines here need to be improved. That's where we're once we like this right here is really solid. The grandma line is kind of good. I almost want to start, in all honesty, with that, but that doesn't give us enough to do that. Or we have to change that line.
We don't need it. We can get rid of the grandmother bit altogether and just start right here.
We don't have any that I'm gonna for everyone here. I'm about to for everyone that likes to say you like my sketches and I love that. The algorithm likes the way the 20 questions game.
Yeah, it does.
So I do think we need to still have that same concept. It just needs to be a bit strong. I do like do you know how many people like wear red, white, and blue costumes? Because that's going to get people guessing, right? We're not going to know. The text isn't going to say Predators versus Spider-Man at start. Even if the title gives it away, the actual screen where people look isn't going to give it away. So Venom's born. Food's going to be here in a few minutes. And for everyone here, the only other area that I have an issue with, and I say I have an issue with, but it's mostly because of a different thing, is the you want a quick win line. It's a bit long-winded, but I know his reason for it. So that stays. I think if you, instead of his grandmother, start with the what big teeth you have, grandma. Start with something like that. Because it's because we're not hearing them. You're having to repeat.
Honestly, the line's funny, but it doesn't fit. It slows the whole thing down.
It really does. We need a different type of quip there.
We don't even need a quip. It's just they have a helmet, a mask. Okay, look, I love playing 20 questions with y'all. I really do, but I think I know who this is.
You wouldn't at this point. There's still
you're right.
That's why we need something that gives it away. And a quip. He hurt your feelings. We could do the breath mint thing.
And you don't even need to do it because I say the line of one of the motherfucker that needs a breath mint. You could reference the line. Instead, you should reference this line.
Yeah, hold on. We need to find a way to bring webbing into it.
You could do the misunderstanding. He sprayed you with white sticky goo. John needs to have a moment of just like looking at the looks at the camera for a half a second. That needs to be that fourth wall break of and then you Dasher's here. What's up? Did they not get washed again?
Let's change that up too. Do they have a helmet? A mask. Okay, what? Okay. What? He sprayed you with white sticky goo? Look at the camera. The same stuff he swings around on. Okay, okay. As much as I love playing 20 questions with y'all, I know who this is. Is there...
Sorry.
Yeah. Is there a spider logo on their on their costume? Yeah, I'll give you one guess of what a hero with a spider on their chest is called.
No,
not Bite Man. There's a spider on his chest. He's called
Spider-Man, and I would say Spidey. You fight aliens on the regular. I'm gonna need a bit more. So that I think that flows out.
way better. Way better.
Yeah. Is there a way for you to make this flow better? The whatever's most injured line?
Yes.
Because I still like the idea of putting the meme in there. It just needs to flow a little better. Because right now it's very cumbersome. Should John take a breath after saying the goo line?
Yeah, so John should go. He sprayed you with white sticky goo. Or maybe even one of these. Just like disgusted.
Apparently. So looks at camera / looks disgusted, takes a breath. Is what I have typed up there. Food's here, so we're gonna need to wrap this up. To everyone here, I want to thank you guys for joining us with this. I love doing this type of stuff live. We're working on a Patreon and stuff like that. That's going to have more exclusive stuff towards it. I love doing these type of things. There's a lot of times where we do these type of sketches, honestly, offline. And that's a perfect opportunity to do like members only, Patreon exclusive type of smaller live streams where me and Chris may not have the energy to be live with, whoever decides to pop in, but we could be live with maybe our Patreons and stuff.
How's this? Okay, time for a quick win. Whichever one of you is most injured, play the Beverly Hills Cop theme song on their arm pad and nuke the whole area. The rest of you can escape. You live, he dies. That's a win. You have a better idea? What's your better idea? No. Aunt May is not a better idea.
I think if you just go with
Yep,
what's
yep.
your better idea, just straight
Yep.
into like they tell you.
Yep.
And then we have my bit, and then damn it, you owe me $20.
Yep. We got it good. Okay, go eat. Everyone, have a great night.
I already did my closing earlier today. I'm tired. I wish y'all an Acme day. Do your thing.
Have an happy day as a product of the film. Having an happy day with having an idea.
Do it proper at least.
Have an Acme day as a product of villain. Having an Acme day will retroactively build to your account. Have an Acme day.
Have an Acme day means have the best day possible. Bye now.